Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a short routine for spinal mobility and flexibility. And get ready straight for your roll down. Come and stand with your feet underneath your hips. You want the spine to be nice and long, so we're reaching out through the top of the head. Soften through the knees, tuck the pelvis under. Start to draw the belly in. Lift the shoulders up, back and down so your chest is open and your chin is parallel to the floor. We're going to take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and start to roll down a vertebrae at a time, rolling the shoulders round to hug the rib cage, lifting the belly towards the spine as you start to roll down. Completely relax through the upper body, the shoulders, and take a little knee bend as you start to come down and feel the stretch in the back of the legs. From here, we're going to roll back up to the top. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly start to peel back up a vertebrae at a time, restacking the spine, tucking the tailbone under. Keep the core engaged. Rolling the shoulders back to open through the chest at the top. We're going to take two more. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chin to chest. Start to roll down. So this move is really good for warming up through the spine. Also getting that stretch into the back of the legs, the lower back. And starting to engage the abdominals, rolling it back up. Keep the belly button drawn in. Rounding through the shoulders. Resetting at the top, and we'll take one more, chin to chest. Think about relaxing the neck, the muscles in the face. Let the arms go, taking a little knee bend at the bottom. And just take a minute to enjoy that stretch all the way along the back of the body. And from this position, we're going to walk out to 4-point kneeling, dropping the knees down, bringing hands under shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Starting to lift the belly, draw in at the waist. Spine is nice and long. Neck is nice and long. Pressing down through the hands, we're going to come into our cat-cow sequence. Take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, tucking the tailbone under, so you're bringing your pelvis towards your hands, starting to roll up through the body, arch through the upper back. Core is engaged, again, belly to spine. Take the eye gaze to the thighs, press down into the hands. On your next exhale, we come into cow, so push the tailbone away, start to lengthen out through the spine, getting that dip in the lower back, rolling the shoulders back, and a slight lift of the head. Just taking the eye gaze to the end of the mat, feeling that really nice stretch in the lower back. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we come back into our cat, tucking the tailbone under. Trying to get a little bit more lift in the upper body. Exhale through to cow. Tailbone pushes up towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch along the front of the abdominals. Keep moving. Keeping the core engaged. Really great for mobilising through the spine. Also working on a bit of your coordination. And as I said before, feeling the stretch along the front of the abdominals there as well. Take a few more here. One more each way. We're then going to come back to neutral. Bring the pelvis back, tailbone tucks under. Nice long straight line along the back. Just sitting back onto the heels. Taking a little release off through the wrists. Next, I want you to come and take a seat. Extending the legs out long in front of you. Spine is nice and long. We're going to squeeze the legs and the feet together. This is our spine twist. Arms extend. Relax the shoulders down. Keep the length in the spine. We inhale. Exhale. Rotate round to one side, keeping this back arm drawn backwards so you've got the opening across the front of the chest. Exhale. Return to center. Inhale. Exhale. Round to the other side. Into the center. Now draw the shoulders back so you're squeezing your shoulder blades around the spine. If you have any shoulder issues or you're struggling to sit up straight, you can cross the arms over the body. The important thing here is the rotation through the spine. So if you can't keep your arms out long, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, keeping the arms long, squeezing that spine. And you want to make sure that your feet and your legs are staying together and not moving. If you feel like one foot is popping forward as you twist, then you're moving through the hips, and that's not what we want. One more each side. Keeping the arms drawn back. And release the arms down here. Going to come into a spine stretch. So again, lengthening through the spine, lifting up through the top of the head. Take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to walk the hands forward towards the feet. Lengthening out through the spine. Maybe feeling that stretch in the back of the legs as well. Breathe into the stretch. Walking the hands back in, we stack the spine up a vertebrae at a time. Inhale, exhale to walk it out. Keeping the sit bones down. If you want to intensify the stretch in the back of the legs, you can flex the feet. Walk it back in. Let me show you from the side. Sitting nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, walking forward. Try and keep the length in the back of the neck. Walking it in. We've got 3 more in your own time. Really lengthen out through the spine. And feeling that nice release in the back of the body. One more. Well done. Can you reach a little bit further on this last one? Walking it back in and sitting tall. I want you to bring the legs in so that you've got this 90-90 position in the legs. So left leg at the front if you can, Taking left hand to the floor, we're going to reach the right arm up and then come into a side bend. So bring the shoulders down and that hand that's on the floor, just relax through the elbows, soften off through the joint. Reaching the arm up and over. I want you to come up to the center using your abdominals. Now placing the right hand on the floor. You're going to lift the left arm up. Ooh, and reach over. So getting that stretch down the side of the body. Might feel a little bit tighter on this side. Keeping the breath. Breathing into the stretch. Slowly up to center. We're going to swap the legs over. So this time, right leg is at the front, right hand to floor, reach up out of the waist and over. Keeping the breath. Slowly up to the center and over to the other side. Oh, it might feel a little bit more intense. Creating that side bend, that stretch down the side of the body into the waist. Shoulders stay relaxed. As we come back up into the center. Now come around into a lunge position. So take your time. So when you step your right leg forward, we're going to keep the back knee down and just get comfortable into this position, dropping into the hips. Then I'm going to take the right arm and reach up into a lunge and twist. Just keep breathing. Doing really well. Always important to get this mobility in the spine. The spine was not designed to stay in one place. Bringing that hand back down to the floor. So it's important that we get that mobility. Let's change sides. Sinking down into the hips. So getting a nice hip flexor stretch as well at the same time. Left arm, reach and lift. Making sure that we're working the spine in all directions today. A healthy spine is going to improve our posture and make sure that we stay mobile for longer. And slowly bringing that hand back down onto the floor, ease off of the stretch, and then come and lie on your front. So coming lie on your belly. I want you to take your hands into a diamond shape, place them on the mat in front of you. Come and bring your head down. Legs are about hip width apart. And we're going to take some small back extensions just to counteract the time that we spend in flexion, which is quite a lot on a daily basis. So to prepare, we inhale, press the pubic bone and the hip bone down into the mat, start to lift the belly towards the spine. On our exhale, hands stay attached to the head and we lift the arms and the head off of the mat. Inhale to stay, exhale, release down. Inhale, prepare. Press the pubic bone, hip bones down, lift the belly. Exhale to lift. So it's just a little extension. Doesn't matter if you can't get very high. It's more about just counteracting that flexion move that we spend most of our day in when we're hunched over mobile phones or laptops, or maybe you spend a lot of time, you have a family, picking up babies or children. So back extensions are really great for improving our posture, although they might feel a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. Keeping the breath, keeping the elbows nice and wide. And hopefully feeling something here in the back of the body. I'm going to take 3 more, stay strong. Keep the length in the neck. Last one. And relaxing down. Then take the hands underneath the shoulders now. Keeping the legs where they are. Taking an inhale. On your exhale, I want you to press the hands down into the mat and slowly just start to peel your upper body up off of the floor, lengthening through the arms if you can. Feeling that little stretch in the lower back, keeping the belly drawn in. Shoulders are back. Maybe feeling that nice stretch along the abdominals as well. Slowly bringing it back down onto the mat to use the strength in the arms and the shoulders to recess at the bottom. I'm going to take another inhale. Exhale, engage the core, starting to push up, stretching up through the back and the abdominals. Slowly lower it down. Let's just take one more. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pushing up. And it doesn't matter if you can't come up this high, you might be a little bit lower. Just doing what you can. And slowly lowering all the way back down onto the mat. We're just going to roll over onto our back now. So take your time, just rolling on over. And I want you to take your arms out wide to the side, drawing the right knee in and up to a 90-degree position. And we're just going to draw that knee over to the side in our nice reclining twist. Keeping the shoulders down on the floor. Feeling the stretch in the entire body. Lengthening off through the spine. Keep breathing into that stretch. If you want a little bit more, you might want to extend the leg away. Maybe taking the eye gaze towards the backhand. So it's whatever feels right for you today, and that might change every time you do these moves. Bringing it back up into the center, nice and slow. Extend that leg away I'm going to bring the left knee into this 90-degree position. When you're ready, dropping it over to the right side. Keeping the shoulders down on the mat. Maybe extending the leg long if you want a deeper stretch. And just relax. Slowly back into the center. I'm going to draw both knees in towards the chest and just hug them in nice and tight. You might want to rock from side to side just to get a little release off through the lower back. And then bringing the hands behind the thighs, and we're just going to roll up to seated. And that is the end of today's class on spinal mobility. So I hope you enjoyed it. Come back anytime and give it a try. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye.